I'm gonna do more streams. I'm gonna do more streams because I got to. Because like I said, it takes too much time sometimes to make videos, edit them, and then wait for them to load. So it's just really time consuming. So I'm gonna do more of these lives. But it appears that ESPN finally, after enormous pressure from primarily black media, and particularly guys like me, Too Raw, Tori and Rain, LB, they finally started to talk about the Brett Favre situation because they was evading talking about this situation. So they finally had a segment where they talked about it because now people are saying, you giving Brett Favre a pass for basically stealing and committing fraud, allegedly, but y'all making a big deal out of a coach basically stepping out on his girlfriend. So you don't think stealing from, disenfranchised people is, so excuse me. So you don't think that's important, right? You don't think that's important, right? You don't think Brett Favre stealing from franchise people, and it looked like primarily black people, is more important than a dude basically stepping out on his girlfriend. And Stephen A. Smith, he talked about it. He basically said that Brett Favre, if this is true, he belongs in jail. And it was kind of funny. Stephen A. Smith said, we spending so much time talking about a man basically having, a fling with somebody on the job, which is none of our business, but we not talking about this. See, I keep telling you, Stephen A. Smith taking them shots towards ESPN and taking these shots towards mainstream media. This is why I keep telling you, he gonna have that moment. Like I said, it's coming. Because I can tell it's getting more and more difficult for him to restrain himself. But that's what we need. You should have been doing this. At the end of the day, I'm not pocket watching or none of that stuff. But Stephen A. Smith has the resources to branch out on his own. He has the resources, he has the money, he has the connections. Why not leave and do your own thing to where you're not limited to say certain things or saying how you really feel about a situation? As long as you work for ESPN, a white-owned station, you're going to be on the leash. And you just got to keep it 100. But I'm glad that this Brett Favre thing is picking up steam. And it needs to. Black media, you got to start talking about these. I'm not going to say backlash. I ain't worried about white lash. I ain't worried about no white people being mad because I'm asking questions that I have the right to ask. Like, hey, man, why you giving this white boy a pass, but y'all all on a brother's helmet? That's what I want to know about basically having a fling or a few, which was consensual. So let me get this straight. A fling is more important than a person stealing, committing fraud. Okay, make that make sense. And that's what this is all about. All we asking for is fairness. But we already knew the coach situation in Boston. Like I said, I'm not saying that man's name no more. Since they want to protect the woman, and from what I heard, she part of the Miracle Whip gang. She part of the Mayonnaise Nation. Like I say, now it's all starting to make sense now. Because, I mean, basically, with the coach of the Boston Celtics, they had basically tried to make this a picnic. And you know what a picnic is. Like I said, you would think this dude, the way Malika Andrews and some of this misandry, that went on, and particularly with this, you would have thought this dude did the unthinkable, but it was consensual. And then for Malika Andrews to try not to let people talk and try to talk over him, talking about Stephen A. Smith, stop. Man, if she would have did that to me, man, I would have checked. I'm talking about I would have checked her so hard. They might have would have needed this, man. The FCC would have got involved because I would have said, wait a minute. You know, when she would have been saying, stop, stop. I would have been like, who the fuck you talking to? And I would have said it right on the air. Like, you don't talk to me like that. I'm a grown man. Who do you think you talking to? And don't be surprised if the B word would have slipped out. She gonna sit up there and stop. And I don't blame him for saying, nah, you ain't gonna say that on my show. You see, she shut her ass. You see, she shut her ass up. You got to come at people like that and stop being worried about that. Oh, you're talking to a woman like, hey, listen, that's out the door. We ain't trying to hear that no more. You say you want equality. You say you want to be treated fair. Well, if you on a platform that primarily has men working on it, working for this company, hey, at the end of the day, you want it to be there, so you're going to be treated fair. People is not going to watch what they say because you around, or watch how they talk to you. If you dish out negative energy, you're going to get that same negative energy back. And if you're disrespectful, we going to be disrespectful to you. We ain't got to watch what we say because, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, I ain't going to say that. I'll be cool.